Crafting Hobby Association in Phoenix, Arizona.
Cool.
Now, I can't see the chat or anything, so if you have any questions from everybody, let me know.
I will definitely relay questions to you.
Okay.
We're just going to listen to you talk, I think.
That's fine. So I figured that what we would do is have a walkthrough and have a look to see what the event is all about. We'll go inside in just a minute.
Okay.
So for the people, tuning in at home that couldn't see or couldn't have the chance to come, they'll get a little taste of what it's like to be at the Creativation event. Bless you.
My apologies.
I'm going to try to clean my camera a little bit. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, see if that is any better. Oh, yeah, it's much clearer.
It is better.
It's amazing what happens when you clean the camera.
Yeah. And for any of you that aren't familiar with the voice that's talking and showing us the pictures, that would be the technical department, also known as Owen.
Hi, everybody.
There he is, live and in person.
Yes, there I am. Okay.
Okay.
So do you want to go inside?
Absolutely.
All right, why not? So here we are. We're in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's just go on in. And we should have good service in here. I checked yesterday, so I think we're going to be okay.
Okay.
You need to come over this direction, and you can see the fancy little directions here. There's the Creativation event, sponsored by Brother.
Cool.
And we get to take our escalators downstairs. There's 2 levels.
We have 2 people that have come in that want to say hi. Josie Gitto and Miriam are both here saying hello to you.
Hi, Josie. Hi, Miriam. I'll wave.
And
everybody.
Zero Gravity, I don't know who that is, but Zero Gravity says hello. And so does Vicky. So we got a crowd coming in.
Hi, Vicky. Hi, everybody.
Hey,
Angie.
Angie.
So going down at least 2 different flights of stairs. And, the fun part about this is that we get to take people on little journeys here at the Creativation event. There it is again. The branding. And we'll get to go into the show floor because we have that kind of pass, which is kind of fun.
What kind of pass did you get?
We have media passes for How to Get Creative, so that's kind of fun. We get to kind of go and do whatever we want to and see the sights.
Cool.
So this might be a little bit like watching paint dry, but because I'm just going down an escalator.
That's okay. We're all used to paint drying around here.
Right.
Hi, Murda. Hi, Michelle. Hi. Okay. Thanks, Angie. And Murda, it's so good to see you. Okay. So we're on our way down to the CHA convention area, correct?
That's right. Yeah. So we're now down into the lobby area of the event, and they've got again another direction sign here, and then they have a whole bunch of cases. I don't know what you call those, crystal cases or curio cases that are filled with various different products from the people that are here at the event. So these would be, appears to be some sort of metalworking tools, some supplies. We won't go to all of these, but you can see this is really all about various different specialty products. I imagine the vendors made it a special thing for them to place the products here if they wanted to.
I think those are probably the new things for this year.
Yeah, probably the new stuff for this year. I know that I saw some Tim Holtz new products over here. One more. Here we are. So here's some new Tim Holtz products.
Mm-hmm. That's his brand new ink he came out with this year.
And I don't know anything about it, but if you want to explain it to the people.
Well, my understanding is that it is a hybrid ink. Nikki Beauty Bliss is in the audience too.
Right.
The Distress Oxide is a hybrid ink that is a combination of dye and pigment, as I understand it. But it behaves differently. and it has a different look when it's sprayed with water. It does this oxidation kind of technique or something. So it's I'm anxious to get my hands on it and play around with it.
Pretty neat stuff.
It's really
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just keep on going here. So you can see there's a whole bunch of these cases that are just filled with the products, the new products from vendors this year. We'll walk through this area and we'll head over to where the show floor is. That would be the visitor information center or the show office.
So when did you get there?
I came here yesterday.
Yesterday.
I arrived yesterday.
And was the show going on yesterday?
No, it was not. We'll walk over to the schedule and you can see it real quick. But the first couple days is all about education, I believe. They have some education programs, and then the exhibit floor opens today.
Okay.
And we'll see that in just a moment. Where all the people are walking over to the left, that's the exhibit floor. And we'll go there in just a minute. And we can see the schedule of events here. So you can kind of see, it's a lot of writing, but we'll try to not shake as much. So today, when we're recording this, it's the 21st. So there's where all the events are happening today. And a couple of events were happening on the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th. But so the whole show is really from the 18th all the way through the 23rd. But you can see that the bigger days are the 21st and 22nd and the 23rd.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they have what's called breakout sessions over in maybe the convention rooms where you can go learn and take classes and see demonstrations and those sorts of things.
Miriam wants me to remind you that she saw a sign that you can't take any alcohol beyond that point. So put your drink down before you go in.
Oh, right. That's true. I don't want to do that. Where was that sign?
I don't know. She saw it.
There it is.
There it is.
So there's no more alcohol beyond this point.
Because you might fall up the escalator, right?
I guess. I guess that's the point.
Yeah.
The problem. All right, so here we are. Here's the show floor, the exhibition floor itself. So we've got the Creativation banner. And here's the big show floor, and this is the big one. This is lots and lots of fun. So there we are.
Whoa.
We're now inside of the big giant event.
You're now into sensory overload.
Right. So this is what the Creativation event looks like when you're actually here on the show floor. Very much like a trade show or a special event, convention, of course. So there are all kinds of stuff on the floor, and I know that you and I talked about what was here. Is there anything specific that you'd like to see while we're first walking in?
How about let me ask the audience? Is there anything there, you guys, viewers? Sorry, I talked way too much yesterday, so my voice is really croaky today. Viewers, all of you in the chat, is there anything in particular that you would like him to go and show you as he's walking around there? I'm sure they want to see anything to do with Tim Holtz and ideology and Ranger,
Sure.
and any of that. I'm sure of that.
I know for a fact that is way over there in the distance, if you can see my fancy pointing finger.
Yeah, okay.
So we can see that here in a minute.
Okay.
Let's just walk around for a little while. We'll hit a direction. If somebody has an idea, well, we can see it.
Okay.
We'll pop by and see it. Looks like that I'll try to explain what we're looking at.
Okay.
Here's a section of urns. So I'm not quite certain if that was for painting or for selling urns. I think it's for painting because it appears to be brushed metal paint.
Yeah, I think it's probably for painting.
Yeah.
Some of the suggestions were Diane Reevely booth. She's going to be somewhere near the Ranger stuff. The PBO booth, PEBEO, that's a paint.
Right.
Well, that's a big one. Stampendous, that's a big old booth right there.
That's a big booth, yeah. That's
My goodness.
a long one.
And they're probably doing make and take projects where people can try out different products or they're
That's what it
demonstrating
looks like.
them. Yeah.
If my camera's a little too shaky or if I'm moving around too much, just let me know.
Okay.
But everybody seems like they're having a good time. Hey, how are you?
Mold making material. What's that?
It's looks like it's composite mold.
Okay.
Okay, looks like it's mold making material.
Oh, that looks
Yeah.
cool. Are they showing anything?
We're actually streaming live right now. Hi there. So she's streaming live and we're streaming on YouTube. Hi, Barb. That's Barb.
Hi there.
Barb.
Hi. Nice to see
I'm Stan.
you.
This is Sean.
I'll flip it around so you guys can say hello. So say hi.
Hello.
Hello there.
I'm Stan.
There you
Stan.
go.
Nice to see you.
So
Nice
she
to
can
see you.
hear you. You can't hear her, but she's saying hi.
Hello.
Ask
Can you tell
him.
me a little bit about
Yeah.
what you guys are doing here?
We are doing a remeltable, reusable mold making materials.
Cool.
So what this does is allow you to make a mold, duplicate it in resins, plastics, chocolates, etc.
Hmm.
Then when you finish, you can remelt it to make a new mold.
Huh.
We have casting resins, including white casting resins, quasi stone. You can do polymer clay materials with it.
Hmm.
Here's a good example.
Wow, that is great.
We have it in chocolate. There's our chocolate right there.
Oh, you have some chocolate too. That's really fun. She says that's great. Right? Let me see if I can bring you out. Can you say something, Barb?
Yeah, that just looks so cool. So it's food safe too.
Okay, can you hear me again?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I was trying to put you on speakerphone.
Okay.
One more time. Say again?
Composite mold. And the stuff is food safe. That is great.
So it's food safe, yeah?
Yes, food contact safe. Yes. Yeah, you could if you wanted, but it wouldn't taste very good.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for showing us your product.
Thank you very much. Thanks for coming by.
You bet.
Thanks.
You bet. See if I can flip back around. There we go. So that's kind of the fun stuff you can see here.
Wow.
This booth is very pink.
Yeah, what booth is that? The
This
pink
is
one.
Doodlebug Design.
Okay, yeah, that would be pink. Yes,
Yeah.
that would be pink.
Let's go in. Let's go into the pink booth. shall
Okay.
we? There you go.
Holy
All the-
moly.
All the fun things you can do with the Doodlebugs.
Yeah. Tape and embellishments and
Yep.
looks like they cater more toward the scrapbooking the end of creativity, I would say. That's a lot of pink carpet right there.
It's a ton of pink carpet. I'm feeling very, very girly right now. Beauty Bliss would love this carpet. Actually, she would love purple carpet.
Yeah.
Pink is okay.
Oh,
Pink is okay in a pinch, but purple is definitely the way to go for
well, Nikki Beauty Bliss just put in the chat, me likey the pink booth with a whole bunch of hearts.
That's funny. Yep, so there you go. There's Doodlebug Design.
Okay. Pretty
Kind of
booth.
fun. Very pretty. Let's see. We're getting over into the corner here. Life is a party. It's like some wax. I'm not sure what they're doing there. It appears as though they're doing some wax or some molding or soap molding. That's what it is.
Okay.
There you go.
For your home spa.
Yes, indeed, for your home spa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Superman and Wonder Woman are here.
Oh, are they? Well, do tell. What are Superman and Wonder Woman doing?
I don't know.
Seems
Well,
to
there they
me you were Superman one time.
That's one time.
Yeah.
I was. Yeah.
Do you remember that little boy walking up to you and asking you if you were the real Superman?
I don't remember that.
Yeah. This
You
little
can tell him
boy. He was Race was in a parade and he was being Superman and riding a fancy motorcycle in this parade, and afterward we went to get something to eat and he was still in costume, and this little bitty boy walks up to him and
I'm
he
actually
goes,
streaming live right now.
he says, "Are you the real Superman?" And Ray says, "Young man, go forth and do good." That little
funny.
boy, it just made his day. Wait, what's that? Go back.
Okay, this is
Go back.
looks like this is a fancy brayer attachment.
Ooh. What company is that?
Well,
Art Rollers. Art Rollers.
What's
Okay.
it, Kevin?
Yes.
Kevin Wynn? Hi. We are streaming live right now on the internet. So I'm covering the event. Would you like to say hello? So there you are. You and I are right here.
Perfect.
And this is the
Hello.
microphone. So if you want to tell, she can hear you, but you can't hear her. Okay. But we're really interested in what you have here. So can you tell us what you do here, Kevin?
Yes. Hi. I am the designer for Sim Tools, and this is our line of products. We've been doing this since 2009, and we do everything from mixed media to pottery tools and craft tools.
And what is it that you have here? Is this a brayer cover?
Yes. One of the nice things about this one roller is seamless. There's no partner line, so allow artists to roll on paint,
Okay.
clay, create textures, and they also book binding.
Oh, bookbinding.
Yeah. So basically, what they do with the paper is when they wet the paper, they roll it on the paper, and they get impression and let the paper dry, and so they have got a texture.
Oh,
So,
tell him that is cool.
this roller
I love that.
is-
She says that's really cool, and she really likes that.
Oh, fantastic!
I'm going to see if she can you can hear her. So give me just a second. Let me go ahead and say something.
Okay, can you hear me?
There you go.
Hi, Barb. This is Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. I love your products. And so you can use those with damp paper. Is that what you said, to impress the
Yes,
paper?
You can do with stamp paper. Nice thing about this one, you can customize the length of the rollers. So basically, you just cut out the two end cap here.
Uh-huh.
You cut to any length, and you can bind all the patterns together. So this is what it looks like. Let me show you the picture. So this is what you can cut out to any length, and you can combine together like that.
Oh, that is great. What a great idea.
So it's endless design. You can see the length, height, and everything. You can customize almost everything. And anything left over, you make your own stamp. You just use super glue on the wooden block, and you make your own stamps.
Wow. You have thought of everything with that. That is great. And those are called art rollers?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, what a great concept.
Let me flip you around here. So there you go. That's the name of the company, right?
Yes.
There you go. That's the name of the company. And this is Kevin Wynn. And this is his product, the art rollers. So if people want to have a look, check it out.
Thank you.
It'd be great.
Does he have any cards that you could pick up, or brochures or anything?
Yeah, all the valves here is the highest quality as possible. This is also another cool tool. You can extend out.
What do we have here?
This is called the sponge on the stick.
The sponge on a stick.
Sponge on a
Allow
stick.
artists to get the water out from a pottery basin.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Get out when they're doing
That's a
pottery.
pottery tool.
pottery. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, this is all pottery product, but they're interchangeable.
Does he have a website?
Kevin, I'm going to leave you with this. He does have a website. I have his card here. I'm not going to show all the details right now, but yes, he absolutely does. And the
Okay.
name of the website is zimtoolsusa.com. Zim? Is that how you say it? Sim. XIEM tools.usa.com.
Okay.
Here, we have it right here. There you go. Anybody wants to see it? It's right there on this. And focus. There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
The
Appreciate it.
audience is loving that. That's great.
Hi, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
Bye, Kevin.
I know, right, Linda? So that was Zim Tools, XIEM Tools USA.com.
That's right.
Well, that was great. I loved that one.
Somewhere over here, which we're not going to go there, is Bob Ross booth. So he's still here.
Bob Ross is still around. That man has been around forever.
Yeah, and I saw that they had the easel set up and had all these products there, the 2-inch brush and all sorts of stuff.
Yes, but did they have the thing where you could whack the brush?
Oh yeah, you could beat the devil out of something.
Beat the devil out. Beat the devil out of the brush. That's right.
Looks like we have some stamps here.
Okay.
Big stamping company.
Where are we now? Can you tell?
Well, let's see. I think maybe
Arts,
this is
artsy
Doodle.
doodles. Artsy doodles. Okay.
There you go. And then we're in Modern Bliss.
Lots
And
of
then
decorative
Fields
stamps.
of Joy.
Okay. Those are the collections.
Their collection.
Yeah.
But what are we at? We are Dare to be Artsy. Clear stamps.
Cool.
Looks like we got some paint supplier, paint brushes,
Hmm.
chameleon changing color.
Yeah, those are quite an interesting pen. They change colors as you mark with them.
Right.
It's a new way to blend color. It's quite interesting. Got quite a group coming in here to the chat.
Oh yeah, how many people are here?
I'm not entirely sure because I didn't bring up the.
I didn't bring up the thing.
I didn't.
Right.
Somebody can put in the chat for me. I'm just watching the chat on the laptop. Somebody can put in the chat, if you would, how many people are here. Oh, colored pencils. Ooh.
So they're changing color pencils.
Wait, they have two on one. Highly pigmented, artist quality pencils, buttery smooth.
So that's a little fancy little display
Wow.
that's going on here.
Okay. We have about 43 in the chat. Thank you, everybody.
There's a fancy case for you.
Yeah. I'll be darned. So, changing color pencils. There you are. I knew about the markers, but I did not know about that they had something with the pencils. That's interesting.
Yeah, well there you go. Now you know, and here's the actual product itself.
Okay.
Here's some ideas.
Is she demonstrating with the pencils by
She
chance?
is. She's using the pen.
The markers? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, I would probably want to use that one a little bit longer originally to get a deeper color. So there is some color.
So yeah, so she's doing a nice demonstration of the markers or the pens. However you know.
Yeah. Do any of you in the
Don't know what
chat
language is.
have any of you in the chat worked with those chameleon markers or pens? I'm just curious what you think of them. They look pretty intriguing. Okay.
All right, so let's see. Where are we now? Well, we're in Nikki Beauty Bliss's favorite section.
Oh no. Don't get any of that on you. Don't get any of that on you. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Leave it up to Nikki. Everything will be rhinestoned.
Yes. And glittered.
And glittered.
Yeah, glitter will fill the gaps between
Here
the
we go.
rhinestones.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
It appears as though you can use the product on everything.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah,
Everything sparkles. Well, everything's better with a little sparkle in your world, you know?
that's right. Everything is better with a little sparkle.
We have a variety of responses in the chat from everything from yes, I'm sure you can imagine who that came from, to oh no, horrible, to on my wish list, to glitter heaven.
Well, here's one for Nikki Beauty Bliss.
Okay. Oh, look at that. Curious George costume for a dog. That's a riot. That's so funny.
There you go. I'm sure that her little man, Coco, would love to be dressed up like a monkey. Sure, he'd love that. Now, TCW. What else do we have here? Omega. Looks like we have skeins of yarn. Let's see. I think we're walking over to the Tim Holtz area. Yep, here we are.
Uh-oh. You're just about to enter Tim Holtz, the mecca of
Ideality.
Tim Holtz.
Exactly. So it appears as though it goes from that little booth right center of the screen
Uh-huh.
all the way over here. I'm not sure if it goes further, but I think that's about it.
It's a pretty good sized booth.
It's a pretty good sized booth, yeah. So let's walk over to it, shall we?
Sure.
Have a look. Here we are. Tim Holtz alterations. So this brand here, Sizzix, is that right?
Yes.
Is he attached to that company?
He designs for them. They are a die cutting company, so he all of those packages on the wall. Go back there just a second and stop just a minute.
Sure.
Okay, right there. All of those packages that are on the wall, those are all dies. And then there are projects where people have made the projects from the dies. So he designs dies for that company.
Got it. And those dies go and they cut paper, is that right?
They go in that. You remember that machine I showed you when you were here one time? The rollers. That they go through that and cut paper. The big dies, the thick ones, will also cut fabric. That's the machine right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a nifty little gadget she's got hooked onto her machine. Holds the tools. That's pretty nice.
Right.
And those are embossing folders that impress the paper. So, yeah.
We're streaming live right now. So she's streaming live. So we're covering the event. Would you like to say hi and
Sure.
mention the product that you're working with?
Hi, my name's Courtney Chilton. I'm a designer here at Sizzix. I have my impress lids. They're an embossing folder with also a die cut in the center. They come together, so this part will last you for a very long time, at least 2,500 cuts. And it also with some extra favorites.
Oh, those are great.
So here, let me see if I can get you so you can go. And there, can you say something, Barb?
Hi. Hello there.
Hi.
And so can you show me that again about that the embossing folder and die cut that you were showing? Yeah, can you
What it is it's an embossing folder and a framelit together.
Okay.
So it cuts out the center of your card for you.
Mhm.
It's really great for shaker cards. You can use it as a regular card. We have thin-lit phrases that go with them as well. You get a set in each one. And they work just like a regular embossing folder. They have the same sandwich. There's nothing complicated about them. Easy peasy.
That's great. What a great idea.
Courtney Chilson. So Courtney, you're a designer for Sizzix?
Yes, I am. I'm the
That's
newest
awesome.
to the designing family.
Oh, that's
Fantastic.
great.
Well, thank you so much
You're
for telling
welcome.
us.
Bye.
Thanks, Courtney.
All right.
That was good. Yeah, if you want to go back into that area you just whizzed by with the Tim Holtz dies and look at and really zero in on those projects, I think the viewers would really like to see the
Sure.
projects made from the different dies and so forth. So if you guys have any questions, put them in caps and then I'll relay them over to Race. Oh, there's the crazy birds, or bird crazy, I think they're called. And then the dogs and the cats are relatively new. Good projects. He has good people, a good team that help him design all those projects that go for display there. Very nice. Cool. Thanks for showing us those. I did have somebody in the chat that wanted to know more about that tool caddy beside the big shot.
The tool caddy?
Yeah, that was beside the machine.
Gotcha.
If she's not busy, would you ask her about that if she has information about that?
Yeah. May I ask you one more question? Do you have more information about the tool caddy that's on the sides of the sides?
Yeah, Jill over with Debbie.
Okay.
She would be the person. She's
Okay.
great with all our accessories. She would tell you all about
Great. Well, I'll go talk to Jill.
it. You're welcome.
Thanks. We're going to go find Jill.
Okay.
We're headed this way. While we're here, we'll just turn around on the other side of that frames, the die cuts there. And this is his ideology booth.
Oh, so they're making stuff. They are trying out some of the new products.
Yep. I'm not sure how to describe what I'm looking at, but I'm sure you can.
Sorry, I wasn't answering a question.
No problem.
Okay.
I worked with a cigar box the other day. There's a couple now.
Yep. One of the things Tim is so good at is his merchandising and showing all the inspiration for where he gets all of many of his ideas, certainly not all of his ideas.
There you go. Anything on this side? No, it's just outside wall.
Somebody must have won something.
I think somebody did win something. And there's Mario, if you want to say you saw him.
There's Mario in the blue shirt and the bald head.
There he is.
Yep. Talking to everybody.
Very cool.
Yeah.
If everybody keeps an eagle eye out, we'll sneak around here. We won't say hi, but we'll see Tim. There he is.
Yep. There's Tim talking to everybody.
Yep.
Oh, storage ideas. Interesting.
Right.
So somebody in the chat wants to know what time it is there. About 11?
It is mountain time, whatever mountain time is.
So mountain time, it's
Right.
probably 11, a little after 11.
No, yeah, I can't do the math presently.
Yeah,
But
your phone's busy.
the phone is presently busy. Yeah.
He's got some cool stuff.
Yeah, it does have some cool stuff here. Let's see if we might have a little bit of an opening. We might say hi.
Sure.
See if he's around.
It's not as busy as I expected it to be
Yeah.
this morning.
Tim? Yes. We're streaming. You like to say hi to the audience? Hi, audience. Hold on just a second. Let's look around. Make sure everybody hears. There you go. Say hi to everybody.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Hi, Tim. Good to see you.
That's Barb Owen.
Yes, of course, I recognize you. How it goes?
Good. How's the show going?
Show is off to a great start.
That is excellent.
A lot of cool stuff happening and a lot of action, which is always good in our industry. You know
Yeah.
that.
I'm really excited to try out your new products this year. That's kudos. You came up with some great stuff.
Thank you. There's a lot of new stuff. We've got demos going on the whole time, so hope you stop by and check out the demo.
For sure, we will.
All right.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Nice. Good job. Thanks for doing that. Everybody's saying hello.
There you go. See. So everyone got to say hi to Tim?
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah. You bet.
He must have been streaming on Facebook because Mary Wright says that was random. I just logged in after watching Tim on Facebook.
That's pretty fun.
Or else she caught a recording or something.
All right, so there's Tim's booth, and we got the man himself.
Yep,
Pretty
that's
nice.
great.
And here's Ranger.
He is always, one of the things about Tim Holtz is he is always gracious and talks to people. And that's really, he's a good human, he's a good guy, and he really loves what he does. And that's inspiring. Just that by itself is inspiring, that he loves what he does. How can you not want to do what he does? He loves it so much.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Inspiration is a big part of creativity.
it is, totally.
So here's the Ranger booth you mentioned.
Yeah. Oh, this is going to be fun. You need to slow down and show them all the goodies at the Ranger booth.
All right, well, you tell me what you want to look at.
Okay,
I'll look
stop
at it.
right there. That's Wendy Vecchi's. Wendy Vecchi is one of the designers, and so this is probably all of her. This
These
is
are in embossing powder, and
Yeah.
you turn it this way and you can actually see the depth.
nice. Yeah, she's one of the newer designers. I think she's been with them maybe 3 years or so. And she has a very, very interesting color palette. Very, very different from Tim's.
There's some
So-
enamel accents.
Interesting.
So I'm trying to get it at an angle so you can see the depth.
Yeah, you're doing great.
And there's some mica spray.
Yeah, it's kind of a shimmery type thing, I think. Hi, Dorothy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and somebody says don't forget the tool caddy. Remember, you're looking for Jill.
Right. Okay, well, Jill's back over there. We'll go right back. Just remind me. We'll go
Okay,
right back over.
all right, I'll
That's
write
it
it
right
down so we remember.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got a note, people. I've got a note.
So here's some of her Wendy Vicky's projects.
Yeah.
Finished projects.
One of the things I love about Ranger is that their designers are so different from each other, and I love that because they complement each other, and yet they're very unique and different from one another.
Yeah.
And that's one of the nice things about what they do with their product line. Of course, it makes it expensive for everybody because you want it all, of course.
Oh, yeah, I want to collect everything.
That's right. Oh. Really nice.
Some foil sheets.
Hmm.
Various different kinds. So you got foil sheets, bright, basic, vintage, frozen, holiday, and celebrate.
Ooh. That is celebrate. That's Nikki Beauty Bliss kind of celebrate stuff.
All kinds of celebration happening here. Very
Indeed.
iridescent. Dye ink pads.
Uh-huh. See if you can find Diane Reevely's section of
The
Ranger.
show, or would she be?
No, she will have things there in the Ranger booth. It's Dyan, Diane.
Okay, give me just a second. I'm looking around.
Should be very, very bright. Her colors are really super bright. That's Dina Wakely. She's another one of their designers.
Oh, here we. No, that's Dina Wakely.
Yep, that's all still Dina. Hers is the media line.
Okay. Still in distress,
Yeah, so that's Tim's area.
right? So there you go.
Yep.
I believe there's some more Tim stuff over here.
That distress line he really hit something with that when he came out with that. That color palette went crazy. And that all started from, I think it was 4 shades of brown and a black or something like that.
There's some stamps from him.
Yeah. Those are his new stamps this year,
These are.
I think. I believe they are. There's one that's, I've forgotten the name of it already, that's these crazy looking animals. with glasses and stuff on, and shirts and ties or coats or something. That one right there.
That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah, that one. What's the name of that? Can you see the name?
Stampers Anonymous. Let's
Yeah,
see.
there should be a name.
Hipster.
Hipster, that's what it is. Hipster. Yeah.
And a bit more of his stuff over here. This appears to be scissors.
Yeah, that's the tool company that he partners with. That big platform looking thing that's toward the bottom there on the right hand side. That one right there. That's his new stamping platform that he came out with this year, which looks very interesting. Unique. There are other products that are similar to it on the market, but he seems to have some different features on that he came out with this year.
Yeah. So Tonic is the company that provides the tools, and he partners with them.
I believe that's well. At least he designs for them. I don't know, what the relationship is, of course, but yeah.
There's your alcohol ink.
I love alcohol. I love me some alcohol ink. I'm just saying. And I know they have new colors coming out this year. I'm not sure what the names are. But I love alcohol ink. That's one of my favorite mediums to work in.
And Delusions.
Okay, this is Diane Reevely. Yeah, Dilutions and Diane Reevely. See the bright color palette.
So
Her very quirky sense of design. I really I get a kick out of her stuff. It makes me smile.
Well, that's what it should do.
Yes. She has some of the funniest sayings. If you look at some of her rubber stamps there that were to the left of what you were looking at, see if you can zero in on some of her text stamps down there, probably toward the bottom. I don't know if you can zero in on some of those. I mean, some of those are so funny. Her phrases, ugh, people. I will never be a well-behaved woman. Please come again when you can't stay so long. I was going to give you a nasty look, but I missed it. But I see you already have one. Those are fun. That is Diane's sense of humor for sure. Life is a zoo. Never feed the monkeys.
Right.
Do diddy squats count as exercise? If you figure me out, I want an explanation.
That's funny.
That's Diane with the red hair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's Diane. She's from the UK.
Uh-huh.
She is a trip. Yeah, Diane Reevely. If you've never heard of her, you need to check her out. If you like bright colors and a quirky sense of humor, which I really enjoy. Oh, see if you can watch her demonstrate a little bit.
Sure. Looks like she's not demonstrating just yet.
Okay, well, hang around there a minute because I bet she will. Yeah, that's Diane in the turquoise and black dress with the red hair and the dark rimmed glasses.
Okay.
Nope, she's off.
So she's off. She's going to say hi to somebody.
Okay. We're streaming live from Creativation. We're streaming live.
Oh, you are?
Claus Man just came in, so I was just filling him in.
Carry on.
So you can catch it on your computer.
Okay.
That's fun.
That's neat. That's fun. Thanks for showing us all that. That was great.
Oh, you bet.
Oh, ice resin. That's another one of their products that they carry now. And that is, I have not played with ice resin yet, but that's on my to-do list. It's a resin liquid product that dries hard, and you can do jewelry with it. It's actually a jewelry grade resin. And you can do some incredible pieces with that. You can mold it, or you can use it on paper. It's an incredible product. Yeah, there are quite a few that are wanting to to try that too. Yes, it's being recorded, Dorothy. It sure is. It's it automatically records. We're streaming live on YouTube, and it automatically records
Hey,
on
how are you?
YouTube.
I'm doing really well, thank you.
Oh,
Some
ice
tints.
resin tints. How cool is that? Oh, those are beautiful. Is she demonstrating anything that you can see?
Yeah, in fact.
Okay, we can't hear people, but that's okay. We can watch.
Right, we can't really hear because
Yeah.
we don't have a microphone over there.
Right.
So so it appears that she's putting her template and drawing a shape.
Yeah.
I always trace on the back.
Hmm.
And she's gonna cut out the template.
And it looks like she's working with foil.
And
Mm-hmm.
then I'll show you guys the tissue. I have a tissue.
And I've forgotten her name, but I believe she's the designer of ice resin. Susan, maybe? I've forgotten.
Well, we have a little bit more time. I'm going to
Okay.
run out of battery in not too long.
Okay.
About 18%. So
Okay.
let's move on.
Okay. When you're out of battery, we'll be done.
Right?
Yep. So if you guys in the chat have any questions, let us know. He can't zoom in because he's doing this from his phone. Yeah.
Right. I'm unable to zoom in. There's some
Yeah.
3D printing. It's a fun new thing going on.
Yeah, 3D printing. Have any of you tried the 3D printing? That is some interesting. That's an interesting concept. I can't quite imagine how it would fit into my creativity, but it is interesting to watch.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, it really is amazing.
Yep. Pretty neat.
Yeah. I just kind of imagine that not every craft space, creative space, has room for one of those, but you never know. Look at that.
Never know.
You can make your own skull.
And your own flip-flops.
That's right. And your own flip-flops. Okay.
Whatever this swirly-dirly thing is.
I don't know what it is. I thought maybe it was
You
a
can make it.
vase. Yeah, you can make that.
Okay.
Dorothy says it's a little bit creepy.
A little bit. A little bit creepy. Okay, let's see if we can get that. Who are we looking for?
Jill. We're looking for Jill.
Jill.
Looking for Jill and the tool caddy that goes
Okay.
beside the Sizzix machine.
Let's see. That's Stephanie. And let's see. I think we're in the right spot.
Okay.
That's a big one over there.
Yes, that is a big one. That's a Mamba Jamba die cutter over there.
Is Jill here? Are you Jill?
I'm Jill.
Hi, Jill. Jill, we were sent over. We're actually streaming live right now. There, she's streaming live, and we're asking about the tool caddy that goes along with the Sizzix machine. Can you tell me about that a little bit? This is the tool caddy.
Just flips on either a big shot
So it just clicks on a big shot.
Okay.
or a big shot express.
Or a big shot express.
Okay.
It has these little hooks down here.
Okay, so it's got hooks.
Mm-hmm.
Want to go around the
Yeah, sure.
side,
You're fine. You're fine.
attach it.
So then it clips underneath. There it is.
Oh, that's really cool.
Comes in black and white.
Would you ask her if it's new this year?
Jill, is it new this year?
Last year.
It's new last year.
Okay. Tell her thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Good stuff.
Right, holds all your good stuff. There you go. Thank you, Jill.
That's a good idea. Mary Wright says, "Oh boy, I wish I had $1 million in a full week in that place."
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, a person could get in serious trouble, couldn't they?
It's funny.
Well, you have shown us some great stuff today. We thank you so much for taking the time to stream it and show us around. That
You
is
bet.
excellent. Just
Well,
excellent.
we're here, so you might as well show everybody.
Absolutely. It's good to see the new things that are there and to see some of the designers and get a chance to chat with them. Make some connections here and there. That's great. Impress Art. That's another one
Yep, so we're
looks
impressed.
really interesting.
Yeah.
Ooh, the mandala program.
There you go, the mandala program.
Ooh, of course.
Hey, how are you?
That
Name's Adam.
Yep.
You want to tell us a little bit about Express Art? Impress Art. We're streaming live right now, so let me put this. So she's streaming live. We're streaming live to our audience on YouTube. So now here's you and I. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put you on. Oh, no, mind if I let me put your shirt here? All right, go ahead and say something, Barb.
Hello there.
Hi, Barb.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yep, you too.
I'm gonna flip the camera back around on your product. So you want to say,
Okay.
Adam? You want to tell us about it?
So, Impress Art is we make metal stamping jewelry. So this is to make mandalas. You can see they're all hand stamped.
Wow, that is great.
Yeah, and you can see. So we have these different packs here, and you can combine these different designs and make all different designs. You could even mix and match different packs to come up with more designs. And then this right here, this is a guidebook that we made to make it easier. So to get these patterns could be a little difficult, so we made these little grid stickers to kind of help you out.
So
Nice.
you take the stickers and you apply them to the blanks. Is that how
Yep.
it works?
And then you stamp right through the
Then you
sticker.
got it. Then you use the tool to stamp through the sticker onto the blank.
That's it. Yep.
There you
That's
go.
great. So do they sell the blanks as well?
Yes.
Okay.
You want to come around.
Blanks are down there, and also I guess he's going to show you some stuff on the other side.
These are kind of like some of the newer items that we're coming out with.
Okay.
This is the basic one.
So there's
So you
the
have-
there's
these
the
are all the
basic
different
blanks.
types of blanks that we carry. You have brass, aluminum. Alchemy is a silver alternative. It's an alloy that we developed for metal stamping. We have cast pewter, copper, and then personal impressions. This is kind of like your on-trend finished jewelry. It's just stamp and go. Then you have, these are all the tools that you need to do metal stamping. We have some what we call design stamps. These are just different patterns, pictures that you can stamp into metal. And then on the bottom, you have some different letter sets.
Wow, that's really nice. Very, very nice.
And they can find all of your products on ImpressArt.com.
You could go to ImpressArt.com and we have all our products, different tutorials, project ideas, store locators.
Great. ImpressArt.com. That's great. Thank you so much, Kevin.
Thank you. Thank you, Adam.
Thanks
Appreciate
a lot.
it.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it. All right, so that was Adam from Impress Art.
It was Adam? Oh, I said Kevin. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Adam. Adam.
I don't think he heard anyway. So
Okay,
not a big
good.
deal.
Whew. There I go. I get one name stuck in my head and then everybody's Kevin, you know?
Right.
Shame on me.
Everybody's Kevin. There's a giant
Oh, Deco Art. Take
There,
a
go back.
Yeah, go to Deco Art there for a second. Yeah, see what you can see in there before your battery goes down.
Wrong way, I think. Yep, wrong way. That's more pink and purple
Okay.
for Nikki Beauty Bliss.
Well, we want to go the other way because we had our fill of pink and purple at the moment.
Let me turn this over. Here we go. Okay. All right, that looks like a demo booth.
Okay.
Come around the other side.
They have a wide variety of paints and mediums. Huge variety.
If you want to paint a moose,
We can do that. Yes. You can paint yourself a moose and put it on your wall.
yes, you can. And they can do all kinds of stuff like that.
Yeah, wow. Highly reflective. Interesting.
You can paint your coffee cup. If you want.
Well, you could. Yeah, you could.
You can be the lady boss.
I'll just pretend it's a teacup most of the time. Yeah, they really have good products. I really enjoy their products. Americana. Americana is a very good line of craft paint.
Okay.
And but they've also come out with an artist grade line of paint called their media line. I have not been able to try that yet because I haven't gotten my hands on any of it. But that's just like the tip of the iceberg for what they have. I did not realize they had paints and tubes. Americana Premium. Interesting. Americana Premium tube acrylics, you guys. That's new and different. I mean, it's new to me. It may not be new to the line, but it's new to me. Look at that. That's a whole lot of goodness right there. Oh, and that's nice how they did that where you could see the transparency of the color. So they painted it over black as well as white so you can see how transparent it is.
Yeah, so
Very good.
This one is very opaque. And
Yes.
This one is transparent.
Very good. What a good idea. Well thought out, people. Well thought out. That's great. I'm going to keep my eyes open for those. That'll be good to try.
Here she is, doing a little paint by numbers.
Wow.
That's the biggest paint by numbers I've probably ever seen.
No kidding. And probably in a couple of days, that'll all be done.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. It's probably going to be really cool, too.
And if anybody was here, they could see it and they could be part of it. They could
Yeah.
do a little painting.
Put a little paint on. That's neat. Wow, that's a good size booth they've got. Good size area.
Yep, yes, it is. It kind of all blends together after a while.
Yeah,
So,
that's true.
so I think at some point you give credit to one booth for having it a giant booth.
Yeah, yeah.
It might or might not.
Yeah, true. That's
Yep,
true.
like buttons,
Yep.
Button Bonanza, Button Galore, and more is the name of that company.
Okay. Walnut Hollow, those are the wood people.
Uh-huh.
Have all different kinds of wood designs and cutouts and all kinds of things you can do with that. Painting, wood burning, etc. Beacon is the glue company that you just saw behind you. Adhesives and glues and all kinds of things, I believe.
Yep. Yeah, I see their glue section over there.
Yeah. They have some
nice
nice quality adhesives.
And they can do all sorts of jewels.
Yep.
Projects.
Yep. More sparkles. Yes, indeed.
Sparkles for everyone.
Oh, I didn't realize they had solvents too. That's good.
Yep.
Solvents and thinners.
Beacon approved.
Beacon approved.
And this is Sandra Celli approved.
Okay. All right.
So for anyone who watches American Gypsy,
I see. This shows you how much I don't know because I didn't even recognize the name.
if you watch that show, My Big Fat Gypsy Wedding, I think it is.
Okay.
She's the one that puts all the jewels on all the dresses for all the girls.
Oh, I see. I see. She's a crystal couture designer.
Yes, she did.
Okay.
Yeah, she definitely is. You're streaming and we're streaming. Hi. Wait.
Oh my goodness.
Have a whole production going on.
That's an entourage going on right there.
Indeed. Indeed.
I'm not sure what that was about, but it was interesting.
She appeared to be like a woodland fairy.
Yes.
Here's just a stuffed poo.
Okay.
Everybody
What's that
needs
about?
a stuffed plushy poo.
What is that about?
Not quite certain. Don't know. Not sure. Maybe people are painting the poo.
That's funny.
I believe that's the 3M booth or something related to 3M.
Okay. Have you run into Seth Apter yet?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
Does he have a booth or is he just someone who demonstrates?
I think he's demonstrating for various companies. I thought he was going to be I saw him tweet this morning, and I think he was going to be at maybe at that booth where you are right there. I'm not sure. Let me look and see if I can find his tweet about it.
If you can tell me where he is, we'll go there right now. But we are
He is going to be with Spellbinders.
Spellbinders.
Yeah, I believe.
I don't know where that is. I don't have the book in front of me, so I don't know. If it said, does it say what booth number it is?
No, it doesn't.
Again.
It does not.
Oh, here you go, little painting demonstration.
Oh my goodness.
He's head to toe. There you go.
Wow, that's serious painting right there.
Yes. Yes, indeed. So he's really going for it. Oh,
Yes.
There you go.
Well, there's just no way to look thin in one of those suits.
No, there is not.
Nikki Beauty Bliss says you should have screamed HowToGetCreative.com as the camera passed by.
Right.
Mary Wright wants to know if you have on a How to Get Creative t-shirt on.
I do not. I
No.
have no merchandise on me.
Maybe you should turn the camera around so they can see how you look today.
Okay, let's see. We've got 5% battery life, so that'll be about it.
Okay. Well,
So,
you can
hi,
say
everybody.
goodbye. Yeah, so he's looking very very professionally dressed today. And there he is, giving you the whip around. Look at that. You're going to make us all sick. Well, thank you so much for doing this for us.
You bet. There's the Michaels booth, so we're going to leave you there.
Okay, that sounds great.
Everybody go to Michaels.
All right.
Creativation.
Okay. Hey, thanks so much. I hope you have a great rest of the day. I'm sure we'll be talking again later.
Okay, sounds good. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Thanks.
You bet.
Okay, hang on a minute, everybody. Okay, there we go. Well, so did you guys enjoy that? I hope you thought that was fun. So that was in case people came in late. Sorry, I'm tongue-tied. I streamed for a while yesterday, and I was recording late. See, I can't even talk. I was recording late last night, so my brain and my mouth are not quite in sync today. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Race, also known as the technical department, who was at Creativation 2017, otherwise known as CHA, the Craft and Hobby Association in Phoenix, Arizona. So we may do it again later. He's got to recharge the phone, and we may do it again later. We may do it tomorrow. You never know. All right. So anybody have any last questions? If you do, pop them in the chat. So nice to see everybody. How many viewers do we have now? Somebody pop that in the chat for me if you would. Yesterday's stream isn't on YouTube yet because I haven't had a chance to do all the magic that I have to do before I release it. However, if you got the email yesterday that we went live, you can get to it through that link. So 57. Okay, cool. Thank you so much, everybody. Okay, I'm going to leave you, and then I'm going to do all my stuff and get this posted right onto YouTube so everybody can see it, okay? All right, I will see you again soon, I'm sure. So you guys have a great afternoon, great weekend, wherever you are, whatever time zone you're in. I hope you have some great creative time. Remember to get creative today because you know it's easy, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.